pain, but I can't let you hurt me ever again. What I gotta do to be loved? What I gotta do to see love? A battle I'm sure to lose. Chest wide open from the exit wounds, and you pull the trigger. But if I say what you want me to say.
Doing last season.
No, let's not.
No, we got.
No, you heard her. She was on the phone with James.
I know. So we gonna get to that.
Is my frame good?
Yep. Both of y'all good. Even Missy with the background, the new background going on.
Extra.
So, no, but we started that last season because for some reason people hop on early. So I just started playing music.
Because we're trying not to be, the saying is Black people are always late. So
they hop on early, and I tell them we tell them a certain time. So I just play music until it's actually the time.
I thought that was nice. So that was cool.
That was really nice. I said, "Oh, we've upgraded." I only hopped on a minute early.
We're all good.
I did hop on like it must have been 15 minutes because I just got off a call, the Southern Soul call.
Gotcha. Yeah, we upgraded.
Where about it? Is
Quita coming? No. Quita getting on late. Perk. Well, I can't. Dang, we record. I can't say it, but he got a new job, so he get out real late now.
Oh wow,
professor.
Yeah. So like he do from one and he go to other, and like right now, what is it about 9:09? He probably will get on to maybe like 9:30 his time, 10:30 our time. So, but
and you don't cut your hair?
I been cut it.
Yeah, he been cut his hair.
Okay.
Yeah, I been cut that.
I see a lot of guys are starting to cut their dreads.
Their dreads off.
I did it, but I'm gonna grow it back in 4 more years.
Why 4 more years?
Yeah, why?
Because to see can I do it again.
Okay.
And then ride out from there. So, but we back. This is season 5. This is prelude to the season 5, but this is our Cal Podcast special episode, and we dealing with Valentine's Day. As you can see, I have on red for this, but we had to bring people back that we rock with, and I said, who can I get to have a good conversation about Valentine's Day? And y'all two was the first two that came to mind. Now,
we appreciate it.
I could have waited. I was like, let me see if I can get them back for the 100th episode, but I needed this Valentine's Day episode. Okay. So we got back, even though she got the name of that, but you already know Miss Party Doll and the founder and CEO of Maya Monroe, Miss Stephanie. How y'all ladies doing?
Hello, how are you? Good evening.
Hey. We don't look alike, do we?
Y'all do.
But I look better.
I'm not going to agree with that one. I'm going to say y'all do look alike. Because if, real talk, mama, if you move out the way, it's like her, but just without the lipstick. So, yeah, y'all do look alike. Especially from that picture that we took at Whataburger, you can see the resemblance. So, unless y'all get like a face tattoo or a neck tattoo or something, then...
and you want to know what? This past homecoming, she didn't go to homecoming. So one of her friends came up to me and said, "You're Stephanie's mother." I said, "Yeah." She said, because I was sitting there looking, I was like, "Oh my goodness, she looks so much like Stephanie."
Yeah. Like, I mean, what? Somebody say y'all don't look alike?
I don't think I've heard anybody say that. I don't think.
No, we definitely have strong genes. I'll be honest. My kids,
the whole family, the family,
the baby, the little girl. It's like just I ain't gonna say 2.0, but it's just like a third version.
For sure.
Because I told her plenty of times, that's just you in 2023.
Yeah, she is definitely all my children are beautiful, but she's got a little extra cuteness to her.
Okay.
Extra cuteness. That's like when Stephanie started attending Grambling, and Terry Lilly, who was a friend of mine when I was in college. I mean, we were like close friends. He said, I was talking to him. He said, I saw your baby walking across that campus and had to do a double take. And he was like, that is Ivania walking across that campus.
But doing it better.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you want to know what? I think that I want you to do better than me.
Yeah.
Of course,
I want
absolutely.
you to do better. What's so sad is that you see these stories where moms have these jealous things against their daughters, like they're competing against their daughters. You shouldn't. What would I look like competing against my daughter?
Yeah, absolutely.
Project shit.
Yeah, I mean, but you see that where, like people are trying to, going to the point where, when I say like horrible stories, going to the point where they're even sleeping with people's husbands just to kind of prove a point that, I still got it or whatever. Nah, we ain't crossing those kind of lines. Again, I always taught my children that I want them to do better than me.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you what I need to give you, but I want you to do better than me. Each generation should progress better.
And y'all got like a unique relationship, because y'all don't. It's like, that's my mama, that's my daughter, but y'all still just keep it real with each other, just to keep it plain and simple. Y'all just keep it real with each other. And that's,
well, we weren't friends growing up. Definitely weren't friends. That's one thing it was different. I think, when was the first time we went to the same club together? It was when you were your bachelorette.
Yeah, yes. I think
that was the first time.
Story when we went to it was
Atlanta?
It was my wedding renewal. And we were in Atlanta, and we went to Magic City, and I don't even know the name of the restaurant we went to. That was kind of
and actually I just saw Frank Ski. It was Frank Ski's restaurant. I saw him last month and was talking to him.
But yeah, the Magic City experience, we told y'all about that. That was just a hot mess. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I know y'all love Magic City. Well, I don't think what it was.
I'm a Blue Flame person.
I heard Blue Flame is definitely
the food is good, and I mean it from the bottom. The food at Blue Flame.
Yeah,
they get
I have to check it out. I hadn't played in Atlanta in a minute, so I think it's due. I thought about taking a trip to go see my sweet mother, but for Valentine's Day weekend, which is this weekend, but I said she probably got something going on, so
yes, because she's been partying her little thing off this. I just want to point that out. Been a lot of events been popping up, Missy E.
Those events that are popping up are entertainment related.
Okay.
So that's how I ended up going to a lot of those events. Like when I went to the King Day celebration, that was really nice. Actually, I wish I had more events.
Cause what's my man? Dave Top, you went to a play with him or something?
Yeah, the play was actually here in Macon. I was just on the call with him before I got on this call.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things been popping off. So ladies, we this episode we're gonna dedicate it to Valentine's, and we're gonna ask y'all some questions.
Okay.
But we also I gotta do this first, because I bought these cards from Ace Metaphor and the Tonight Conversation, which I'm going to use tonight with y'all as well.
Okay.
So there's some nasty questions and some related questions. Now, we're going to pick 7 cards for each one of y'all, and I'm going to let y'all choose. Do you want 4 nasty, 3 relationship, or 4 relationship, 3 nasty? You can't do 5, 2, 6, 1, all 7. So you're going to be 4, 3. So
let me know first. You go first, baby.
She probably want to do all nasty.
No, I
don't. Yeah, let me know, because listen, it's 4, 3. So do you want 4? So Stephanie, you want 4 nasty and 3 relations, or 4 relations, 3 nasty?
You know what? Give me 4 nasty and
4 nasty, 3 relations. Missy E, what we doing?
I'm prudish. I'm going to do 3 nasty and 4 relationships.
All right, 3 nasty.
You are not foolish. You just don't feel like being nasty today.
So the first question, ladies, we're off topic, because it is this is going to be coming out around about Valentine's Day. Is Valentine's Day still relevant in 2023?
Absolutely. Yes. And so I've even talked to a couple of people just to poll, so I'm not always just implying and putting my perspective on things, but I think it's very relevant because we have been in this time to where we're still selling and adjusting from COVID. Because when I think about Valentine's Day, I'm thinking more so about not just my significant other, but my loved ones in general. So when we think about mental health issues and that capacity of how people need to be loved on, I think this is the time and this is an opportunity to kind of love on your loved ones or those who you are interacting or encountering more. So pour into whomever you have a relationship with. And I'm not saying relationship wise as far as your girlfriend or your boyfriend, but your coworkers, your mother, your father, your family. Just pour into everybody. So
let me see.
Well, for me, Valentine's Day is definitely a pagan holiday. I used to always see it like this. People who really don't do shit chooses one day to be extravagant, when I think you need to be that way 365 days of the year, instead of just focusing on that one day. Because I worked at a hospital in Monroe, Louisiana. And so the couple that the wife that I work with, her husband was actually the father of a famous football player. Mm-hmm. So every year he would do the same thing. He would come in the night before, decorate her office and all this stuff, and then she would come in and be surprised. But the rest of the week, he'd be doing trifling shit. So to me, it's like, why are we making, and I get it, Valentine's Day, you want the big things, but I've never been one to be like, okay, oh my goodness, I'm really waiting on Valentine's Day. I think you need to show me every day. Yeah. Show me that every day. Don't just wait until Valentine's Day to decide I'm going to buy you flowers and I'm going to take you out. They making a lot of money off of that. No, spend that money throughout the year. And if you do something on Valentine's Day, you do something, but don't just do it on that day and then you do nothing else. It makes no sense.
And I agree. That's the other perspective, is doing something more than just Valentine's Day. I actually got into a serious debate some years ago with my spouse because he mistook what I was saying. I was saying to him, Valentine's Day is not a big deal because I want you to do something for me 365 days. Every day should be Valentine's Day. Okay, and when I say he went from doing stuff from Valentine's Day to not doing anything anymore, just because I said it wasn't important. So it is important, but I just need you to understand, for one, it's a way for us to continue to thrive and pour into the economy. Two, I play along with the little Valentine's Day game, but I stopped looking at it as a purpose for me to give to my loved one. If anything, I give more to my kids on that day because they make a big deal out of it.
So because I'm hearing both y'all talk. Why does people put so much emphasis on it? If you want to be loved 365 days, why is February 14th? The world has to stop.
I think it's just the system. I think what the media,
commercialism,
the commercial, yes, what has been poured, what the commerce has poured into us.
Think about it. Think about it. Christmas not even over before they start putting Valentine's Day stuff
they
out.
Put that stuff up instant.
They put it out because do you know how much money they make on Valentine's Day?
They make so much money from it.
They make a lot of money from that. So that's why they push those commercials out there, and people buy into that. People are already like, I've taken a part-time job at a jewelry store, and people, when I say they are pouring in, it's commercialism. People are definitely buying because of that. So I'm getting more people coming in because they're looking at rings now. Oh my goodness, I want to get engaged on Valentine's Day. So you see people coming in for that. I'm not tripping. Come on, let's look at some rings.
And you got to think too, we're in this day and age of social media. So of course, you better show out, because I got to post the pictures. I got to post the restaurant I went to. I got to post the flowers.
Oh my goodness, he did so much for me.
Look what he did for me.
Oh my goodness.
Shit else. But look what he did for me on Valentine's Day.
So it's February, because I've talked to a couple of dudes. They say first of all, February 14th is a man-made holiday.
It is. It's a pagan.
It's a man-made holiday. And it's just another way for them to spend, and I heard it from a man point of view, it's just another way to spend more money on my wife. Why do I even need to just go out? She know I love her. I do stuff for her 365 days, 364 days. But if I don't do something on February 14th, it's like I don't love her no more.
I think it's the pressure too. It's the pressure. Right.
It's just another way. And what happens is marketing, media, like my mom said earlier, the commercialization of it is just constant. We see it. Guess what? That's what marketing does. The psychology behind marketing. Now, guess what? I have to do it. Mm-hmm. I gotta participate. Even with St. Patrick's Day, they start to kind of push St. Patrick's Day.
We done started partying on St. Patrick's Day.
Let me tell you something. St. Patrick's Day, you cannot take that from me. I love that day.
But see, that's not saying we done started partying.
Yes, St. Patrick's Day. Now you can take a couple of days.
Cinco de Mayo.
Don't take
They're
that.
starting to push Mardi Gras more. If you kind of see, you're starting to see more items.
Mardi Gras is Kroger. They got king cakes up here. Mostly people don't know nothing about Mardi Gras. Now they think, now you got Mardi Gras events popping up. And the funny thing is, the Mardi Gras events be like in June. I'm like, Mardi Gras ain't in June.
And I'll be honest, when I'm looking at, like, when I'm shopping wholesale, I've watched over the last 3 years how I went from, because of course we're from Louisiana. We've always celebrated Mardi Gras. It's a big thing for us. We know the meaning behind it. But I've gone from seeing how they have very little products for me to purchase to they start in December with inventory that you could purchase for Mardi Gras. So over the years, they're kind of like, okay, how else can we make money? What can we do to funnel more money into the economy? I just, that's how I've always felt.
Listen,
even with
until they pick up the days off in Louisiana for Mardi Gras, I don't respect nobody Mardi Gras outside of St. Louisiana. I didn't know nothing about Mardi Gras. When I got to Louisiana, they said, hey man, we got 3 days. I'm like,
3 days.
I'm like, where they do this at? I'm like,
because you got to, because everybody going to be gone. But and the interesting thing about Louisiana is you have to remember, Louisiana is the only parish in the country. They're the only state that has parishes.
Yeah.
Everybody else has states, and so
counties,
right? Counties. So, and then think about this: when you go, what is most of the people are Catholic in Louisiana,
even right there in Grambling.
They're Catholic because of you got to remember Catholicism was big in Louisiana. That's why it's the way that it is.
But the native is French. So if we want to go back, they were Catholic. So when we talk about the whole, I think we done got off Valentine's Day.
Right.
But don't worry, I was going to bring it back.
But you want to know what? I'm so proud of you, baby. You so smart.
I didn't know none of that. That's new to me. So that's a little history lesson for me. All right, ladies, going to the cards.
Okay, go to the cards because we'll talk about all kinds of stuff.
Oh, trust me, I come prepared. I got my list right here. I got my questions. If it veer off, we could veer off, but I mean, we're going to finish it. But first question. All right, this is a relationship question for you, Miss Stephanie. All right, before you got into your marriage, were you completely healed from your previous relationship? Why or why not?
I wasn't. That was easy.
You gotta tell us why or why not.
Oh, sure. For one, I think I've shared this with you guys before. I was engaged prior to meeting my husband. So I was engaged. I met my husband probably 2 months after I called off my wedding. And from there, I didn't really take the time to I was young. I was probably 23 at the time. And so there was still a lot that I needed to learn about myself. I think that at the age of 23, in your 20s, that's too early to marry. But the point is, I never really had the opportunity to get to know Stephanie and to treat Stephanie and to take care of Stephanie. I didn't know how. So here I am. I meet this guy. He's cool. But where I failed is we never established that friendship, which I never had in my previous relationship either. So a lot of things that I should have done to heal for me and to take time for me, I didn't do. I had to do that in the process of this marriage. And so
I'm learning a lot by that. Make sure you have a friendship with whoever your mate.
If you don't have friendship is the foundation to any relationship. And if you don't have that friendship, how is it that I can come home? Because the person that I'm with, I want to be able to come home. I want you to be the first person that I call to tell you what's going on in my life. If I can't pick up the phone and be like, oh, I'm calling my husband, or I'm calling my boyfriend, I'm calling my significant other, it's a disconnect already. If I can't entrust you with my information and my soul, it's a disconnect.
Okay. Mr. E, you got a nasty question.
Oh, Lord.
She ain't nasty.
Your significant other or mate wants to have fun in a public place. Where are you taking them and why? Not fun like let's go putt golf. I'm talking about fun.
In a public place?
In a public place. Where are you taking him? Where y'all can sneak and geek.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Now, okay, see, at my age, I don't know if I'll be having sex in a public place. Now, when I was younger, I might bust it wide open anywhere.
He said, he said, right now.
You see my eye?
I'm sorry. I will bust it wide open.
For your boo, let's say he said, let's have fun. Take me to a public place.
I would have to be sneaky with it, but I would say probably in a restaurant.
Okay.
And the reason being is because you can kind of maneuver some things in a restaurant and still be a little discreet. Because I think I'm at the point where, I'm not trying to, do a lot of other stuff, but it would probably be in a restaurant.
Okay.
In the corner somewhere where it's not going to be too obvious, but we can kind of sneak. And then I would have to tell him, don't shut up. Don't make.
You have to tell him to shut up, or he would tell you to shut up.
No, I have to tell him to don't shut up.
I have to tell him to shut up. I have to tell him to shut up.
Put the napkin in the mouth. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Which one is more important? Your anniversary or Valentine's Day?
It would be my anniversary.
So I'm glad you said that, because once again, I talked before we got on. I asked a couple of men. They said, I'd rather do something for my anniversary and I rather do something for my anniversary for my wife than do anything for Valentine's Day. Maybe take her to like a nice lunch or something like that. But I'd rather go extravagant on the anniversary than Valentine's Day.
Yes, I agree.
So leading up to Valentine's Day, what should a man, if he know his woman loves Valentine's Day and she's looking for something, give me 3 things he could do and let's say the budget is $100.
Who is that? Is this just a general question to anyone or
either one of y'all? Either one of y'all. If it, let's say, go ahead.
No, okay. $100 budget.
$100 ain't gonna go too far in this economy.
Yeah, a nice picnic I would love. I've not had that before. So hey guys, a nice little picnic. Take them on a picnic.
So we got a picnic.
Nice little blanket that you got from home. You don't even need a picnic basket. We can put that stuff in a bag. You can make the sandwiches, some strawberries, a little champagne, and we're just sitting, enjoying each other's company. Again, just talking and just being in our moment. That's easy.
Mr. E, what you got for me? $100 budget.
$100 budget.
For the fella doing something for his boo, bae, whatever.
I think I would tell him to have her to take the day off. And one, I would probably say, let's start the day watching the sun come up. And do like little things that they could do together for that day. Go for a walk. Maybe a part of a 10-point bucket list of different things that are inexpensive. Mm-hmm. Watch the sun come up, including watch the sun go down. Go for a walk in the park. Maybe go to a petting zoo. Maybe we're going to go and if they live near the water, we're gonna actually go walk off the beach. Just some little things. Let's ride a bike. Things that would evoke. Let's sneak in a movie. Just little things that are innocent, that'll make you laugh, and it's gonna be impressionable and memorable. A 10-point bucket list. 10 things.
I think it needs to be intentional. I think if you're doing it, don't have me ride no bike. I won't ride no bike. I just got my hair done. Mm-hmm. And I'm about to sweat it out. Make sure it's something that I'm going to enjoy doing.
This was cute. I put on my page, what was it that men would want their woman to do for them as soon as they came home? One guy said, I would want my wife to attack me with a water gun or a pillow as soon as I walked in the door. Again, some guys I think it's that breaking that tension, that fun stuff that we don't do. When we get a certain age, we don't play anymore.
I would love to have a pillow fight.
You don't tussle. Yeah, you don't tussle. You don't do those things. And I think if that's going to be your best friend and your mate forever, you should be able to have those kind of incidents where, we just being silly today,
Yeah.
Well, y'all just need it, right? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think one of the cutest things that I've probably done is just kind of order food, and it was like some tacos. And so we just sit there and we just tried the different tacos and we talked about how it tastes, like what you think. And we're just enjoying, again, each other's company and talking about food. If you love food, you're going to sit there. You can do that indoors. You can do it outdoors. You can do it at the restaurant. But again, we're just having a moment together and we're just embracing that. So
I'm glad both of y'all said it because y'all lead right into my next question, and that is dating. Like, do you think, and I'm talking about black men and black women now, they don't do enough dating, even if they are together. Because what y'all sound like is like just a little, hey, babe, let's a pillow fight. That's a date.
So can I start before my daughter starts?
Sure, you can.
Sure, go ahead.
Because I'm in this, I'm wholeheartedly in this dating thing. So I think what it is with dating that we see now is people don't date anymore. And they don't understand what dating means. Dating, if you look at the definition of dating,
Netflix and chill. Let's point that out.
It is not Netflix and chill, but also dating does not mean that we are exclusive. You are still open to see other people if you are dating. It's not until you both agree and say, hey, we're gonna take this to the next level. That means going out. That means doing different things. That means getting to know each other. I would say we need to go back to courting. Now, courting is a courting, you know, when you think about courting back in the day, courting was, all right, we're really working on getting to know each other. I'm courting you. That means I'm getting to know you. Guys don't understand. And I think we're trying to be too masculine. I'm not trying to be a man. I love being a woman. I like everything about being a woman. So instead of trying to emasculate a man or take those things away from him, I want a man to step up. Because again, when we look to men, especially if you're a traditional woman, in the thinking of traditional, you want to be able to feel that a man is someone who you can depend on. You want to think that a man is a protector. He is, he's strong. He has the answers. You want to know that he has some things together, and he's not saying, well, whatever you want. I don't want to have to tell a guy constantly, okay, we need to go up the street. We need to turn around. We need to come back. We need to do this, and we want to do that. If you're telling me you're taking me on a date, I at least want to know that you have planned something, because I think that's the other component that guys don't plan. If you're not putting thought into me, like for women, if you tell us to do something, we done thought it out. We done put it together. We done like, okay, you want to know what? I'm going to do this, this, this. And we done already, like, for example, if we sleep with you and we're wearing matching underwear, we done already thought about that we're going to sleep with you. We done already put it together and say, okay, you want to know what? Tonight's going to be the night. I'm going to, I'm trying to give him the opportunity, but we want you guys to make the move.
I've noticed that, and I'm gonna say that because, let me say this. No, because you brought up a good point. Because I got a little situation right now, me and her talking, but she told me straight up, I have a I don't have a main situation, but I do have a situation outside of you. And I told her, cool, because we're just talking and doing stuff. So that is a very good point you point out. So I appreciate that one. Just to hear that from a woman point of view. So, Ms. Stephanie.
Well, I have not been on the dating scene.
Well, let me switch it for you. Let me switch it for you. For married people, do you think they do enough dating, or they just come home? No, they don't.
I think in marriages, a lot of times both parties get comfortable, and so they get comfortable, they get complacent, and they don't feel like they need to do anything. I've done enough. I'm providing for you. I got you now. You're here now. What else should I do? I don't need to do anything else. Where are you going? So when you don't take that time and you're not pouring into each other, guess what starts to happen?
Oh, yeah. It's creeping going on.
Roger at work, he put some flowers on my desk today. Roger at work offered to buy me lunch. Sheila came to check on me.
And she done made him a sandwich.
She realized
she
rubbed his back just a little bit. Oh, you need a massage? So when we're not pouring into each other at home, we start to tiptoe out the door.
Why you think why you think that happens? Like why don't, when after I say I do, you say I do, all of a sudden it's just like, that's it. Like, why don't you think?
I'm gonna say I think that comes. I think I'm gonna go back to just our culture. I think when it comes to the Black family, I don't think we talk to our kids and say, now, baby, when you get married, y'all know y'all still got to do some work. We try to make people think that relationships are perfect. There are no problems. There's no issues. You just wake up and have a baby one day, and things just keep going. So, but we don't say, you know, you got to work on this. You know, you have to, you got to keep things up. You know, you can't just, you still got to work in the marriage. You might be married, but you still got things to do.
They're not taught that, nor do they see that, though.
Right.
So the model and the example of this is what a healthy, I'm not going to say a good marriage. This is what a healthy marriage or a healthy relationship looks like. I made a lot of decisions because I wanted to make sure my children had an example of healthy relationships. And sometimes that means that, you know, you got to show them in a different way. You know, it may not necessarily be in marriage, but they have to see what's healthy, because I don't want to continue this cycle, because we do need to talk about how you strengthen relationships, what it is, what it takes, even with your children. How do I need to pour into my children? Oh, they here now. Let me feed them. Go to school, drop them off. Let me take them to his basketball game. But not one time did I tell my baby I love them. Did I sit down and play basketball with them or play a card game with them or whatever it may be? What did I do to pour into my child and let them know that I did love them or show them the example of love? We don't do that.
Gotcha. Going back to my questions from tonight's conversation, y'all can follow them on Instagram. So, Missy E, we back on you. This is a relationship question.
Okay.
All right. From your last relationship, because right now you're not married, or your little situation. Well, let's talk about your situation. Have you ever thought about cheating outside of that person?
Okay, so I'm gonna be dead ass. And then that's what the kids say. Dead ass. Okay, so my relationship in the present time, I told him that if, and he ain't gonna watch this, but I told him that if he did not step up, I was going to see someone else.
Fair game.
And the reason being is because I think that, as we say, people take you for granted. They see that they think they got you. And because they think that you're not going to go anywhere, they take you for granted. And so that was my thing with him. So I was like, I'm going to see somebody else.
So at what point, knowing, how long have you guys actually?
No, you're not running this. That's her question. You're going to stop right there. Because now it's time for your question.
More detail.
We can say that for the after party. All right.
Let me table that.
Table that. So this is your nasty question, but it's
okay.
Technically, it's not nasty, but we'll see how it goes. On a special occasion, Stephanie, how would you best set the mood romantically for your spouse?
Oh, that's not nasty.
Yeah, I should have picked. Well, that's what I get for being random. Should have just started looking at them. But go ahead. Ask the question.
Setting the mood for
y'all excuse.
Go ahead.
For my person.
I'll be back.
Break it down.
Okay. Setting the mood for my person. I'm going to definitely have music playing.
Mm-hmm.
I've probably cooked his favorite meal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have my lingerie on.
Talk to me.
I'm going to make sure he eats.
Yep.
In my lingerie, we're going to I'm going to give him a bath.
All right.
A massage.
Okay.
And from there, we're going to do what we do.
Do what you do. All right. You know what the crazy thing about it? I've been hearing a lot of women say they love to they want to give men baths.
I think it's very intimate. And I realize I'm very intimate. I think that's a part of relationships that a lot of people, they forget the intimacy and they just want to dive right in to intercourse. And so good intercourse begins with intimacy. And it doesn't have to be, I got my lingerie on, I'm gonna give you a bath, but it could start with the conversation in the morning. It could start with the nice little kinky text message. And from there, a stroke of your back. But it's something that we have to continue to do, because you're not just about to put me in bed and think that I'm about to be wet and gushy and you about to dive in, swish. No, I need you to I need some stimulation. It has to be ongoing.
So what's more important to y'all? I'm just asking y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Quita.
Are you driving?
I didn't know y'all were coming on tonight.
Are you driving?
I am driving.
Okay. So keep your eye on the road.
Okay.
All right. So what's more important on Valentine's Day?
Boy. Hey, TJ.
Pardon. What's more important?
Whoa, what's up?
What's going on, TJ?
Hey,
so,
TJ.
Going on?
TJ, you know these two ladies?
I don't think I know these ladies.
Okay, so ladies, so Stephanie, she's the owner of Maya Marro, and this is her mother, Miss Party Dog. She hosts.
Yes.
Hey, TJ.
I know. Yes.
Yeah. TJ, no, we went to school together. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, I couldn't see. And who's your classmate?
Tamika, your sister.
Oh, I thought you was talking about this other young lady on this. You say that's your mom?
That's my mom. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met your mom though. How you doing, Mom?
How you doing?
I'm good.
AKA Miss Party Dog. Miss Party Dog. She does so many. She hosts events out there in let's say South Georgia. I think you do go out to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Else, like
Atlanta and Macon.
Yeah, she got writers and all that, bro. She do a lot.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So this is TJ. He's like the
and my show is now syndicated.
Oh, excuse me. She has a #1 radio syndicate show that's in UK, Great Britain, Paris, Zimbabwe. It's all over the world. It is all over the world.
Just got picked up in Phoenix.
Come on now. It's all over the world. Like that is it's the #1 radio show out there in Macon. Like, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So she big. So ladies, this is TJ. He is technically he's technically the 4th member of the Cal podcast. But we trying to get him. We trying to get him to start his own podcast. Hopefully this year.
Hey, listen, the plans are in the works. So
that's awesome.
Just stay tuned.
Okay. So back to the Valentine. What's more important to y'all? The roses or the teddy bear?
Roses. I love roses.
I don't want no damn teddy bear.
Yeah, I buy myself roses often just because, like, I love flowers.
Yeah.
So on Valentine's Day, let's say you go out on a date with somebody before you was married, Stephanie, and all that. Would you go on a date with somebody on Valentine's Day even though you don't see a future with this person? Because, and I got to bring this up, there are women who just, like you said before, they want the show. They want to take the pictures to post on IG and Facebook. They just want to be out on Valentine's Day to somebody show them love. Even though they know tomorrow, I'm probably going to block this person's number.
Well, honestly, I've already communicated that to you. I've informed you that you can take me out to dinner, but it's dinner.
And that's
what we gotta understand too, that again, if you are dating does not mean I'm your man, you're my woman. It does not mean that. It means that you are dating until you both agree we are going to make this something for the future.
Exclusive.
That's when you stop doing that. And that's what you have to do. And I think that people have to continue to say that, because sometimes you have like okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this story.
Oh, give it to me, girl.
I'm gonna tell y'all this story. So I met this guy when I was in Orlando this past time in the grocery store.
Wait a minute. You met someone in Orlando
in the grocery store. Yes, in the grocery
and you
store.
Didn't tell me?
No, she
it
didn't.
wasn't
She's
nothing to tell.
She's telling you now.
It wasn't nothing
She's
to
telling you
tell.
now. She's telling you now.
Okay.
Continue, Missy E.
So I gave the guy my number. He met me in the grocery store. Before I got out of the store, I was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't have gave him my number because he had already called me 2 times before I left out the store. So the guy calls me again. And so we talked on the phone. I'm already realizing, okay, this ain't going no damn where. But this guy calls me, and I told your aunt about it. Now you didn't know. So the guy calls me, and he says, "Guess what, bae?" Now he done already started calling me bae. I don't know why he done started calling me bae. Guess what, bae? I'm on my way to Atlanta. What? And he's on the bus. What?
Wait, hold on.
He says, so you gonna meet me? I said, meet you where? So he is talking about, I'm going out for this football team. I'm going, I blew $1 million a couple of years ago. Now I'm trying again. I'm really gonna be a workout for this team. And so I just need to know if you're gonna be in my corner. I'm like, what corner? I'm like trying to figure out where. So then after he said all of that, I was like, okay, I can't talk to him no more because this boy done took this shit way too far. Yeah. This man on a bus to Georgia thinking I'm gonna pick him up. So then he calls me back a couple of days later and says, so hey, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fine. He said, well, I'm in the gym getting it in. So I said,
come on now, boy. Come on, man.
I said, well, can we talk for a minute? And he said, yeah. I said, so you realize why I haven't been talking to you? And he said, why is that? I said, because, dude, you're coming on too strong. I said, you were on a bus headed to Atlanta, expecting me to come and
fight for his love. Fight for his love on the road, a midnight train to Georgia.
I don't understand. At what point did you not realize you should not have been calling him or answering his calls? Like he would have been blocked.
I guess I'm not like that. I mean, I knew it was nothing. Again, I didn't think
that anything. Is time wasted. I don't have time to waste on frivolous conversations.
I didn't think, but yeah.
So was this at Walmart?
Yeah, when I went to Walmart.
Do you know how many times I've been hit on at that Walmart? I told him, I said, Walmart must be the place to go and find your person. Because
first of all, you're in Orlando. Let me just point that out. And you got people coming in and out thinking I could get something for today. Because remember, it's a tourist city.
Oh, no, these are people that live here. One of the guys was actually a parent that I worked with. And he did not realize it was me.
What area?
And I had to kind of, what'd you say?
What area y'all live in Orlando?
We're in, so the Walmart that I shop at is in the
I'm gonna block this out. Don't worry. I'm gonna block this out.
Say Claremont?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. There ain't too many tourists over there like that. So
yeah, it's over in Claremont. But
yeah, it's the one near here. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that Walmart a hot spot or something. I don't know.
It is a hot spot. I said I'm gonna make sure. Hopefully one day I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna have it together and maybe.
Is it the one that's up? Is it the one that's on the hill over there?
No, it's the one with the nice liquor store.
Yeah.
It's off of
27. Yeah. That's it'd be some people in there. So I can imagine.
It's just not the right people.
Hey, mama, he was on the midnight train to Georgia for you, girl.
He was on the bus. I thought that was so funny when I was like, yo, this man I called and said he on a bus
on the way to
Atlanta and asking me when am I gonna pick him up? I'm like, dude, no, I was not going to pick you up. He's like, well, you weren't gonna let me stay at your house. No, I was not going to.
Girl, he would have got that dial tone so quick. Bye. You doing?
I hadn't talked to him in a while. I hadn't talked to him. Yeah, after I had that conversation with him, I hadn't heard from him.
I keep trying to tell. Listen, we're gonna have to have a conversation after this. Stop wasting your time.
Oh man! So once again, lead me right to my next question. So, long distance relationship. How can somebody make that work for the 14th?
I was in one for a long time. My husband was in the military.
I think you can make it work.
You can. I mean, I think that if you both are on the same page, I think you can make a long distance relationship, especially with all. Now, see, when I was married, you ain't have all the doohickeys you got now. See, now you can FaceTime. We wrote letters. Mm-hmm. So you wrote a letter. You was waiting, 2-3 weeks to get a damn letter.
Get another letter, man.
Phone call. I mean, you can call, and phone calls are really expensive. So now it's like a little different. If you were having phone sex, you had to put it on. You had to put it in the letter.
Ooh,
and then,
now I'm taking off my drawers. Period. I'm getting in the shower! ! Paragraph.
I'm glad I could write well, because I was like really, really writing.
Right.
Now you can't do stuff like that. You guys don't write anymore. They don't write anymore.
I think I could actually see myself having a date on Valentine's Day, to your question, on FaceTime. Like, he could order me food, I can order him food. He could have flowers delivered if he knows that I like flowers. We could have an intimate moment, because again, we're dating. So we're working on building a relationship. So communication is definitely going to be key. So we could sit here for hours and hours and have our Valentine's Day date. We can make it work. And then if we want to have a little sex off the phone, FaceTime sex, it could definitely happen.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Y'all have more things that will help you to make the relationship work.
Yeah. And they even have vibrators that are
controlled. Yes.
So you don't have to necessarily be there, although I'm sure you would want to be here, but I can control my vibrator from here, and you can get the effect. Let
me pause there for quick. So TJ, I know you just heard that. They're way more worse than the Memphis Houston crew. Like, these ladies don't hold nothing back.
I see.
I saw your facial expression, but yeah, this is my family.
I know Stephanie, so I haven't heard her speak like this. So
I know, so I really didn't. I didn't really want him to like.
Hey,
bro,
but it's all good. I like it.
Listen,
hey, we grown, so
we put them our first season. No, it was our second season. We had them on. Listen, our second season we had them on. It's a video of Missy E talking about the D. That got so many damn views. It was ridiculous. But so many women responded to it saying she's speaking that truth.
Right, and that's what we want. We want the truth. Like, nothing but the truth.
So, and I'm coming back to us black men, do men these days even know what foreplay is?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
They don't.
Ooh.
Now, let me stop. Let me hold you right there, because women of y'all age, y'all want that. A younger girl, she just want to go straight to Pound Town.
Yeah, she don't know no better. She don't know better.
Can I particularly know what foreplay is, but to Florida's point, can you all elaborate a little bit on exactly what foreplay is? Because every woman has a different level of expectation when it comes to foreplay, and every woman's definition of foreplay is different as well. So can y'all elaborate?
You want to start? You can
go ahead, because I touched on it earlier, probably before TJ got on. I think we were probably just getting on. I was talking to Florida about
bathing. Like, a lot of women,
how I would set the mood.
A lot of women are really interested in bathing their men. They would love to.
And you want to know? And I do that. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's some nasty motherfuckers out there.
Oh. Okay.
So if I'm intimate with somebody, because I have this thing when it comes to having relations, I want you to be clean and I want to be clean. And if I'm cleaning you, I know how clean you're going to be.
Absolutely.
I know you're going to be clean. But then for some guys, but the other part is that with bathing the guy, it also breaks down some barriers. Because for some guys, they have not been in that predicament where somebody is actually, because think about it, you're relaxing, somebody is bathing you, and it's taking the stress off your mind. And you're becoming a little more in tune with this woman. And then you never forget that.
And we're making that connection because it's a form of, like I said, it's a form of intimacy. And I am showing some, if I really like, now, let me say this.
And that's the other part.
Every man.
Right.
The thing is, I'm submitting to you. I'm showing you that I am here for you. So as I've cooked for you, like I said, I got my lingerie laid out. I'm going to give you a bath. And it's not, I'm in the tub and I want you to wash my back. No, I am washing you. I'm going to wash you from head to toe because I want you to know that I'm here. And I know, something like nurturing, I want you to know that I'm here.
Right.
And it's, we're going to be vulnerable in this moment because that vulnerability, when we get ready to take it to the bed, guess what we're going to do? The connection is going to be stronger. It's definitely going to be stronger. So no, these young girls don't know anything about foreplay because they do just want to go pound for pound. These young girls nasty. They probably.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It's been a lot of older women I've been finding out about.
Really?
That are nasty.
When I say nasty, what kind of nasty are you talking about?
When I say nasty, I'm like I may have slept with.
Okay.
Slept with your friend 2 days ago, and now she slept with you. That's what they be on. I'm not. I'm not.
Okay. All right. I'm with you on that. Okay.
I'll be like, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be quiet because I don't want nobody else to know how I really be thinking.
Yeah, we passed that.
I have
no.
We passed that. Mama, is it okay if I say the word? I have loyal pussy. It's my coochie loyal. If I'm sleeping with you, I'm sleeping with you.
And I think that's something that whatever it is, that's something that runs. That doesn't change. It's not like we popping all over the place. I was just thinking the other day, and please forgive me for what I'm about to say. I was like, if somebody was to ask me, what would you tell your younger self? I'd be like, girl, fuck everything. Because when you get older, your pussy gonna be on hiatus.
My people right here. These are my people.
I like that.
These are my people. These are my people.
Because you're going to have many a drought. You're going to be like, I had this thing on my thing that said, I had my pussy, hold on, baby. We're going to get some soon.
My people right here, baby. All right, ladies. I'm going back to the card for tonight's conversation. So, Stephanie, you up first. Relationship. When was that exact moment when you fell in love with your husband? When was that exact moment?
When was it?
Yeah,
you don't remember?
On the past?
Oh, okay.
Maya, ask Missy. Move on.
We're gonna come back. I'm gonna just pick another card.
Pick another card. Yeah.
Pick another card.
Wow. Okay.
I got plenty. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna drop, and we're gonna take this one. What little thing that you think you can do to enhance your relationship with your husband or your spouse?
With me?
No, Stephanie, since you're going to pass on the last question. What little thing you think you could do to enhance your relationship with your spouse? Tonight's conversation on Instagram, make sure y'all follow them. These are where I get these questions from.
Lord have mercy. Next question.
I'm just gonna start asking you that. All right, Missy, it's up to you.
She passed on too.
I know. So, I should put this question in your account, but it's for Missy E. Missy, if you had 30 seconds to tell your mate anything, what would it be?
Oh, Jesus, don't ask me that damn question. Ooh. Okay, 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Hold on, let me time you. Hold on, let me get my clock ready. You got 30 seconds. Ready? Go.
I really like you, but I think that there's some things we need to work on in order to take this relationship to the next level. So I'm trying to give you the opportunity to work
5,
on these things.
4, 3, 2, 1, time.
So you want me to be honest about shit.
I'm just asking the questions. These are questions I get from them.
And we were just okay. So I'm gonna be transparent. So actually, that was what our conversation was about, because the over 6-month relationship that I have been in with this gentleman who he's kind of disconnected. He's a nice guy, but everything else is more important than the relationship with me. So it is difficult because, you know, I'll tell him I'm leaving, and then he's like, no, you're not leaving. I'm breaking up with you, but he's good. He says, no, you're not breaking up with me.
Yeah, that's toxic.
And so it's like, it's not physical or anything like that. It's not arguing or anything. It's just that he's in a fraternity. His fraternity means more. So he's always doing things with his fraternity. His fraternity comes first.
TJ, you got anything to say about that? Because he's a Kappa.
Okay. In terms of the fraternity, no. That, you know, every man has his own way of doing things. I say that. Now, if there was a purpose behind it, as far as like a part of his purpose is like giving back to a certain group of people, and then he's doing that through the fraternity, then I can somewhat understand it. Because one thing that I'm learning more and more every day as a man is that first and foremost, you have to chase your purpose. And the woman that's a part of your life is attached to the purpose that you're chasing, right? And that's the mistake that I've made a lot in my dating life, is I was looking for the woman first and then trying to pick up my purpose instead of chasing my purpose and then finding a woman that was attached to my purpose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm finding more and more that the more I chase that purpose, the more I am, the more I am being in the company of a different caliber of woman. You know what I'm saying? Which is eye-opening for me. So in that case, if his purpose is attached to that, then I can understand it. But at the same time, it's like, if you're just doing your fraternity stuff just because you want to be a part of it, then that's a whole different ballgame. And man, I have a couple of friends that I talk to. You know, I've been a going on 20 years member of Kappa Alpha Psi, and I'm not as involved as a lot of people. And one of the things I've noticed is I have my own identity outside of the fraternity. Some people get into the fraternity and that become who they are because they didn't have an identity before that. I had an identity way before that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm involved when I need to be, but I could be a lot more involved if I wanted to be. However, when I want to do my own thing, I do my own thing because I can stand alone. And it's no pun to anyone. It's just some people, they're only known for being a part of that organization. And it's fraternities and sororities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that case, you know what I'm saying? I particularly, if I had a woman and she, you know, if my purpose was, like, we have a program called Guide Right and we have a program called Kappa League. If my purpose was mentoring young men and I did it through those programs through our fraternity, then yes, I'm going to spend a lot of time with my fraternity because I'm playing out my purpose. But if it's not that, then I don't know what to say about that part.
I have a question. So how long has he been a part of this fraternity? I think that could potentially be.
I think it's new to him.
Okay,
so that plays a big part.
He's new. He's new to the fraternity.
Okay, that would definitely make a difference. TJ's, you know, he's been established in the fraternity, his organization for 20 years. So sometimes it could be very fresh, and so that's my focus. I've been looking forward to doing this, and now I have the opportunity.
A long time.
I don't have a balance. I don't understand the balance as of right now. But I definitely, my concern is always if
Is he trying to live his college days out again?
A lot of people do that.
I don't know. I think
y'all know more about fraternities than me, but go ahead.
I'll say this, man. It may not necessarily be trying to live out college days, but there is a different level of attention that you get once you join a fraternity or a sorority, right? So
that's a good way to put it, yeah.
Yeah. So once, like, it's like that dopamine, you know what I'm saying? Once you get a hit of it, it's like, oh shit, like I can, like, I wasn't necessarily looking for that attention, but I'm getting it and it feels good. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep getting that attention. You know what I'm saying? That's why certain people post certain things on social media because they know they're going to get a like or a comment or something out of it, and it feels good to them when they get that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just some people need that adrenaline rush.
Well, okay.
And I mean, and some things, and that is our conversation. So I point those things out, but yeah, I go on dates.
And I think, I don't know, again, we'll talk about this offline because I don't want to keep going off topic, but you said that you guys have been dating for 6 months. At what point prior to that 6 months were you guys in conversation, or did it kind of go like, I've been talking to him for 6 months, or like, at what point did you say solidify we're in a relationship? Or are you guys still dating?
I would say we're still dating because that's what I told him. We're still dating.
Okay, so for 6 months, you guys have been dating.
Right. Because at one, he wanted to make it like, but you're not stepping up to the plate to be in that kind of relationship. So I said, I'm going to see other people.
Okay. Just a question.
And seeing other people doesn't necessarily mean I'm sleeping with other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then too, some people, they find a good thing and they want to lock up their good thing, but they still want to have their fun too. So, it could be some of that going on too.
Right. And that's what sometimes you think, but of course men are going to say, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Of course he's not going to see. I'm honest. I'm going to tell you. That's always been my problem. I've told on myself.
Hey, y'all.
Best way to be.
Hey,
Bert.
How you doing?
Chilling.
What happened to Rita?
She said she's switching to her
she made it home. Okay.
So, all right, ladies, my next question. Who is Valentine's Day for?
I think it should be for both parties. Again, I feel like if, as a woman, a man is poured into me, I think I should also pour into him. It's just as simple as that.
Well, why don't
if I want to be called a queen, I need to make sure that I'm taking care of my king.
But why don't women do that? Because it's always the man, it's his responsibility to make sure the woman is happy on Valentine's Day.
I don't agree with that because it's two of us in a relationship. If I'm constantly having you to pour into me and I'm not pouring into you, then at the end of the day, you're not going to be any good for me because you're drained. You're just drained emotionally, physically, mentally, financially. You're drained. I don't mind taking you to dinner. I honestly don't, because I'm expecting that you're going to reciprocate that. Like I said, I don't mind giving you a massage. I don't mind giving you a bath because we're going to do that.
And I think again that
hold on, Miss E. Hold on, Miss E. I told you these my people. This is what they do. You gotta go look at the old episode.
Right?
This Waterburger.
Yeah.
Reciprocate.
Yeah. My people keep it real.
Hey,
yes,
thing, baby.
Yes. It's so important.
And I'm gonna say that is so true, because you're right. A lot of women kind of think it's just one-sided, and it can't be one-sided. That's why we have to, again, we got to stop emasculating men. And we,
Absolutely.
we do that a lot, like when we talk to men, when we cuss them out, oh, he better do ... and ... He better do this. When we emasculate them, and I have a girlfriend that the guys that she dates, that's what she does continuously. And I said, how can you expect to be in a relationship with a man that you're dogging all the time? Why are you dogging him out? And so, and she dogs him out, and then they come right back.
She ain't ran into the right one yet. That's what that is.
Well, I don't think and those women will never be with a guy like that, because they like they like how they have it. That man brings her the check. That man does whatever she says to do. She can, what they used to call them, henpecked men.
Yeah, henpecked.
Yeah. So she does whatever she wants to do. So yeah, she's always going to come across guys like that. And a guy that's going to buck and stand up to her, see, that's not the kind of man that I want.
Man out.
Right.
That's her preference.
Right. I don't want a man like that I can't respect.
I agree. Because again, transparency. I might get you to be like, get your shit together sometime. Like, hey, you tripping, but we've established we have a friendship.
But that's that
because
relationship.
We built that foundation, so you may have to check me and be like, hey, come.
But that's something deep. That's something deeper too, though, with her, because like she might have seen her mother do that.
Her mother is like that. Her mother is like that.
So one of my frat brothers said the same thing about his wife before they got a divorce. He said that he didn't notice it, but he noticed it when they were going out before he got married, that his mother really didn't do nothing. His father did everything. And so when they got married, she started doing it. And so a lot of times when I'm doing free therapy, we find out those things are past things that have been passed on, trials and tribulations.
All right. I got 3 relationship cards left. I'm not about to ask none of them. I'm going straight to I'm going straight to the nasty, because y'all been bucking. So Stephanie, you back up. Are you good at phone sex? And if you are, why you are good at phone sex?
I never had phone sex.
All right. Mama?
Never? Like at all?
Never. So I've been, I was married for 14 years.
Wait, you said was?
I was married for 14 years.
So she got a previous story before this story.
So
you gotta go look at the old episodes, TJ.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But so yeah, I've been married a long time, and so we've never had phone sex.
Missy E.
Yes.
Come straight from the card. Straight from the card. Your partner wants to have anal sex. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Hell no. Okay, funny story.
I knew she had a story coming.
Yeah.
I knew she had a story.
Okay, so I'm against anal sex. So I was in college. I dated this guy. He was a football player. I'm a freshman. So everybody's talking about anal sex. So he's like, okay, we're going to try. He started. I said, "No, we're not doing that."
I got a story for you. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I got a story
You
for you.
gotta relax all your muscles.
I got a story for you. This ain't got nothing to do with me. We had the Her podcast on that helped them out on here. All three of the women who said they had anal sex, they all said the same thing. I shitted when he got done on the man.
Yuck.
And
what would you expect to happen? I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I just so working in the healthcare setting.
Whoa! Don't skip past that. Stephanie's about to say something. Go ahead.
I knew she was about to say something.
It's just a little education. Prior to that needs to be discussed. You just can't whip it on like we having anal sex right now. You need to prepare your body
and your mind
to having anal sex. If it's you gonna, use your fleet enema, you need to make sure you're ready.
Wait a minute, fleet enema. What
properly.
you know about?
So
wait a minute. That sounds like she knows something.
Excuse me. Wait a minute. I have friends. I have.
Okay.
I have a male.
I was going to ask the question the audience wanted to know.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Asking for a friend. What you asking for a friend?
Do you know about this, or is this a story?
Well, I'll say
we want the tea.
This is being recorded.
Okay. I'll just say I'm not going to answer that question, but I will say this: that
for the after party,
I'm okay with trying things. If it is communicated, if we agree upon it. But the reason that I do know is because I spoke to a friend, a male friend, who I asked him, so how that work? Like, what you do? So he explained to me the whole process. Like, he has to clean himself days prior to prepare for that.
Wait a minute, this a gay man?
Yes.
Oh shit! We good. We move on.
Okay, so can I say this? Can I say this? And this is and
go
this
ahead,
is
Mom.
and
go.
this
Stephanie went the wrong way.
But can I say this? I think I got perfectly good vagina. I think I got the bomb.com vagina.
I'll tell you, it's a different.
But this is what I don't understand. So again, I was saying that I work in the healthcare setting, and so in the healthcare setting, especially when I was working on the units, so we had this one individual who would always want the doctor to do a exam on him. He always wanted him to do an exam. Okay. And he wanted him to do an exam because he definitely wanted somebody to play with in his rectum. And so when the doctor would come in, she would say, his rectum is probably bigger than this hole right here.
You ain't got to do no show and tell.
But the thing is, you realize that your sphincter muscle and all of the elasticity around your anus is gone. So some of the people who do that continuously, when they get 70 and 80 years old, they have no damn control of their sphincter muscle. I don't want to be 80 years old and not being able to shit on my own.
All right.
Girl, because I can't control shit on your own. No way.
Let me get rid of this question. This will never be asked again. That question will never be asked again on this podcast. I can guarantee that. Okay, ladies. It's Valentine's Day. The man done got the woman with the woo. What can he do to guarantee that he gets them at the end of the night? From your perspective, what would be the fire way he know I done did all this, spent all this money. We gonna do something tonight.
You ready, Missy?
I was letting you go.
I think for me, he definitely needs to be intentional with his actions. He needs to know me. It doesn't require a lot, but I'll give you an example. Went on vacation and he's like, "Oh, I got you some snacks." Okay. He was like, "You got a snack?"
What kind of snack? I definitely want to know what kind of snacks.
It was like some Werther's original
salt and vinegar chips,
and some pistachios.
Not no pineapples.
It wasn't my pie. Like, come on now, y'all know I like pineapples. I eat my pineapples on a daily basis.
Come on, Lord.
I don't like these snacks, but I bought you snacks. This is not important to me at this point because it's not something that I like. You can do a lot of things, but if it's not what I like I said earlier, it has no validity. I need it to be intentional. You're going to give me some pineapples, you know what kind of chips I like. That would be important. If you know I like my feet rubbed, rub my feet. Don't be like I'm going to rub your shoulders. That had no meaning to me.
And to me, while pushing your head down.
Right.
Work your back all the way down to your booty.
He does.
Working the back all the way down to the booty.
No. So I think whatever he does, it definitely needs to have intent and it needs to be thought out. Don't just be like, well, I did it. You did, but it wasn't for me. This is just a generic process that you've gone through and you put no thought into it. You got flowers, but you know I like white roses. I got you carnations. For what? That's not what I like.
So the old roses don't work no more either.
I like roses, but don't get me carnations.
Champagne?
Like I got you flowers.
What about champagne?
She said she liked that.
You got to be intentional.
Champagne.
I would say the first thing is you have to know the person who you're
dealing
with. You have to know the person who you're dealing with. And so if you're getting them all the things, like some people get things some guys operate on what they did with the last chick for this chick, thinking that it's going to work the same way. It doesn't work that way because I'm a whole different chick.
It's not a generic formula.
Right. What you did for her, you know, she could be hood chic. I'm not hood chic.
So let me speak on this from a male's perspective. What they're saying is absolutely correct. Like you have to pay attention to that woman because 10 times out of 10, she's going to drop clues in the conversation, right? And she's not going to blatantly tell you like, hey, I want this, that, and a third. She's not going to say that. But like Stephanie said, at some point she's going to say something about, oh, I like pineapple. I eat pineapple every day. Or, oh, I like white roses. Or I like my feet rubbed. She's going to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in the midst of a whole bunch of other shit that she's saying. But she's going to tell you exactly what she likes. So it's up to us as men to listen to that and say, bet, okay, this woman just said she liked pineapple. She only eat pineapple on this day and this day, but she also like white roses. But when she get home after work, she like her feet rubbed. Okay, cool. You ain't got to do all that at the same time. But in the midst of the conversation, like, okay, Valentine Day roll around, cool. She say she like pineapples. Just ask a question. Do you like chocolate? Yeah, I like chocolate. Do you like chocolate covered pineapples? I ain't never really tried it, but I will try it. Okay, cool. So now you got to make a decision as a man, whether you're going to just send her some regular pineapples with those white roses, or you're going to spruce it up a little bit and send her some chocolate covered pineapples. It's up to you. Now, in the midst, like once you send those white roses, and then you send her some pineapples, cool. Now y'all go out to dinner. In the midst of that conversation, you still have to listen. She's dropping clues the whole time. She's going to tell you now, based on what that woman is wearing, based on how that woman is moving. Like I learned this, a woman actually had to tell me this about, you know, a woman touching her hair or fiddling with some jewelry or something. Like that means like that's like a nervousness, but she also like, she's feeling you a little bit, right? And you ladies can tell me if I'm right or wrong.
If she's leaning in while you're talking.
Leaning in while you're talking.
If she's leaning in, that means that she's into you.
She's being very intense.
Yeah. Like we are right now. I'm into.
Exactly. So you just got to pay attention. So when you see those few signs, as a man, you need to know how to capitalize on those things.
If she's doing this, she's guarded. When you said something she don't like, she gonna do this.
Right. So you got to pay
when we start
to all
doing
those
this right
things.
here?
That's a wrap.
Oh yeah.
That's done.
Yeah. Hey, check.
That's done.
Split
Once you see those cues,
so do we separate the chick?
Yeah. Hers and mine.
So as a man, bro.
No, and see, but what I do, I pay for the damn check.
No. Hold on. So as a man, I would still pay for the check because the night is not over until y'all separate. So you still have an opportunity to like, okay, you may have fumbled, but you can recover that fumble and still get that first down later on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard, but you just gotta pay attention to that woman, man.
I got 3 more questions. Nothing to do with this.
You hot over there? You fanning?
She always fanning. She always fanning though.
I don't know why you tripping. Why you trying to call me out, man?
You always be fanning though.
I know.
I'm gonna post in this video. I'm gonna make a video. It's gonna be 2 other times you fanned. The 50th episode and the first time we did it. Okay, Missy. Okay, my next question is, well, sticking with that, do y'all? Well, let me say this: do women actually drop hints where a man can actually recognize it? Because there's a lot of women drop hints, but a lot of men like.
Again, if the guy pays attention to a woman, most women are going to be, well, I'm going to speak on me. I'm going to be transparent with you. I'm going to tell you about me. I'm going to tell you about me in the beginning. Like, for example, if I'm dating somebody, one of the things that you will know is that I can't stand for you to text me. If you want to talk to me, pick up the damn phone and call me.
Yeah.
Do not text me. And then when I see you type right in HRU, you too fucking lazy to write out. I'm not that damn important for you to write out a damn sentence. To me, I understand it's the culture, but to me, that says that I'm not important enough. That's what that conveys to me, that you don't think enough of me to hear what I have said to you. Again, pick up the damn phone. If you want to talk to me, if I'm that important to you, you'll pick up the phone, and because I want to hear your voice. If I like you, I want to talk to you. I don't want to text you all the time. I understand that, you sometimes we might be in a meeting. I get it. I'm in a meeting, you're in a meeting. We'll text. But other than that, as soon as that meeting's over, I should be one of the first people you call. If you like me and I like you.
That's me. Like if I'm talking to a certain woman, I need to hear your voice. I need to see your face. I need to do something.
Right.
If I can't be around you, at least send me something. It ain't got to be a naked picture, but just a picture of you, out and about. Shit like that, I love. So
yeah. So those are some of the things. Don't text me. That's a pet peeve of mine. Don't text me.
My last question before we get into these Cal Pod questions: do love and Valentine's Day go together?
No.
I think it's just another gesture. It's just a day of grand gesture, which, like we said previously, if you love me, you're going to show me 365 days.
Hey y'all, this video went kind of long, so we're gonna have to give y'all part 2. So if you want to see the rest of this, go to YouTube, go to part 2 of this video with Missy E and Stephanie, still talking about Valentine's Day, all right?
G14 classified. That's good.
Long live DJ Star.